The Minority Market. Episode 44. Building Rules That Fit Your Personality. One of the biggest hidden mistakes in the stock market is copying someone else's rules and expecting identical results. Many people blindly follow strategies shared online, apply rigid systems without understanding themselves, and then feel confused when results do not match expectations. The minority understands a deeper truth. Rules work best when they are aligned with your personality, temperament, and psychological strengths. A system that fits your mind will outperform a perfect system that you cannot follow consistently. Every individual has a different emotional structure. Some people are patient by nature. Some are impulsive. Some are risk-averse. Some are comfortable with uncertainty. When rules are not aligned with these traits, emotional conflict begins. This conflict leads to rule-breaking, hesitation, overtrading, and frustration. The minority designs rules that work with their natural tendencies instead of fighting against them. Let us start with time preference. Some people prefer fast decisions and short holding periods. Others prefer slower analysis and long-term positions. There is no universal correct style. What matters is consistency. If you force yourself into a time frame that does not suit your attention span or lifestyle, discipline becomes difficult. The minority chooses a style that matches their daily routine, mental energy, and focus ability. Risk tolerance is another major factor. Many beginners underestimate how emotionally stressful losses can feel. They copy position sizes that look small on paper but feel heavy psychologically. When losses occur, panic takes over. The minority adjusts risk to a level where they can remain calm. Calm execution is more valuable than aggressive position sizing. If your heart rate rises with every price movement, your risk is too high. Decision speed also matters. Some people need time to analyze and confirm. Others are comfortable making faster decisions. Building rules that match your natural decision rhythm reduces stress and mistakes. Forcing speed creates anxiety. Forcing slowness creates boredom. The minority finds balance. Another important aspect is screen time tolerance. Some traders can monitor markets actively. Others cannot sit in front of screens for hours. Designing rules that require constant monitoring when your lifestyle does not allow it creates conflict. The minority designs systems that fit real life, not imaginary ideal conditions. Let us talk about emotional triggers. Everyone has emotional weak points. Some react strongly to losses. Some overreact to wins. Some feel pressure when missing opportunities. Identifying your emotional triggers is critical. The minority adjusts rules to reduce exposure to these triggers. For example, if you tend to exit winners too early due to fear, rules can be designed to automate exit decisions. If you tend to overtrade when bored, rules can limit the number of daily trades. Rules are not meant to restrict freedom. They are meant to protect you from your worst impulses. When rules align with personality, they feel supportive instead of restrictive. You stop fighting yourself and start working with your own psychology. Another powerful concept is flexibility within structure. Rules should be firm enough to prevent emotional mistakes, but flexible enough to adapt to different market conditions. The minority avoids rigid systems that break under pressure. They build adaptable frameworks with clear boundaries. One mistake many people make is trying to build complex systems to appear intelligent. Complexity does not guarantee success. Simple rules that are followed consistently outperform complex systems that are rarely executed correctly. The minority values simplicity, clarity, and repeatability. Let us introduce a simple method for building personality-aligned rules. First, observe yourself. Track how you react emotionally to wins, losses, waiting, and volatility. Second, identify friction points. Where do you feel stress? Where do you break rules? Third, adjust your system to reduce friction. This might mean reducing trade frequency, lowering risk, increasing confirmation requirements, or extending holding periods. Another important factor is energy management. Trading and investing require mental energy. If your system demands constant decision-making, burnout will occur. The minority builds rules that preserve energy. Fewer high-quality decisions create better long-term performance than constant low-quality activity. Lifestyle alignment also matters. If you have a full-time job, your rules should reflect that reality. Trying to trade intraday while working creates distraction and emotional conflict. The minority designs systems that integrate smoothly with daily responsibilities. Let's talk about identity. Your rules reflect who you are becoming. When you follow disciplined behavior repeatedly, you begin to see yourself as a structured market participant instead of a gambler. Identity shapes behavior. Behavior shapes results. The minority builds rules that reinforce the identity of calm, disciplined decision-making. Another important aspect is reviewing emotional compatibility. After implementing rules, evaluate how you feel executing them. Are you calm? Are you stressed? Are you breaking rules frequently? These signals show whether your system matches your personality. Adjustments are part of growth. One powerful exercise is writing your non-negotiables. These are rules you will never break regardless of market conditions. Examples include maximum risk per trade, maximum daily loss, and no revenge trading. These boundaries protect your capital and mental stability. Remember this clearly. The goal is not to become someone else. The goal is to become the best version of yourself in the market environment. Your system should amplify your strengths and reduce your weaknesses. As you progress with the minority market, understand that building rules was only the first step. Customizing them to your psychology is where real alignment begins. This is where discipline becomes sustainable instead of forced. Over time, when your rules match your personality, execution becomes smoother. Stress reduces. Confidence increases. Consistency improves. You stop fighting your own behavior and start flowing with a structured process. The minority does not chase perfection. They chase alignment. When mind and method work together, long-term performance becomes stable and scalable. Build rules that respect who you are today while guiding you toward who you want to become. That is the true foundation of sustainable market success.